Hello everyone. Today's poem is 绿衣 by 佚名 or by Anonymous, a poem from the Book of Songs. This video and together with this poem is also my personal memorial to my dad, who passed away a month ago. And it's really a very, very sad time, and I always think about him, maybe in the later of my life as well. The title 绿衣 means green suits, green clothes. It came from the state winds of Bei State. Bei State actually is part of the place of the former dynasty capital area. So when the Zhou dynasty, they destroyed the former dynasty, Shang dynasty, they split the capital area into three parts, and this is one of the parts. And they assign their Zhou people to govern the place to prevent the former dynasty, the Shang people, to make a comeback against Zhou dynasty. So from the name, we know it's on the north part of the former Shang capital. And the character Bei, it comes from two parts. The right part, basically, it means the county, the place, the state. And the left part means the north. So if you learn a little bit Chinese, you know it means north. So from the character, we know it's the north part of state. North to which? North of the former Shang dynasty capital, Chaoge. So this is there's a very, very famous war happened around in the south of this capital, which is the war the Zhou people defeat the Shang emperor, and then the Zhou people became the emperor or the king of the states through the China. So, and they make the Zhou dynasty as the decent king over all the states in China. So that's basically it's a very, very famous story. The much more interesting thing happened very soon after the Zhou dynasty established. The three states who supposed to monitor the Shang people, who supposed to keep the place, the old Shang capital place and the people safe, they rebelled against the Zhou dynasty together with the Shang people. So it was so-called in the Chinese 三监之乱. 三监, the three safeguard, refers to the three states split the former Shang capital. And this state, Bei State, is one of them. So the three states, together with the Shang people, they rebelled against the Zhou people again. And then another war, of course. And after the rebellion was defeated, the three states was combined into one state under of Wei State. So there's another saying that in the Book of Songs, the wind of Bei State Yong state and Wei state, they all should go to the same chapter of Wei state wind, because they belong to the same people, to the same place. But at the very beginning in the Zhou dynasty, they are split into 3 states. The 3 rebellion states actually last for quite a few years, 5 to 6 years only, until they are defeated and destroyed. But anyhow, their poem still exists in the Book of Songs. Compared to the long history of the Zhou dynasty, which is 800 years, it's really quite strange why the poem from the 3 states still exist and in the Book of Songs, and nobody know what's the real reason for that. But anyhow, we should know the Bei states, the Yong states, and the Wei states. Basically, they are of the same place, same people. They are with quite similar geographic weather, and the people is quite similar. And there's a quite significant difference from the descent wind, which is the Zhou wind and Shao wind, because the Zhou wind and Shao wind, they reflect the ruling people thoughts. So the main focus is how to rule the vast country, to rule so many states peacefully. And for the states winds other than the Zhou wind and Shao wind, they care much less of the ruling things, because they are ruled by the Zhou people. So from the poetry, we can see they are more focused on the daily life, the love, the departing, and like this song, the memorial to the past. And this poem was treated as the first poem in Chinese history to write about the sad feelings and their memory to the passed away people. Secondly, why the states winds are so different from the Zhou wind is because even the lord of the states are Zhou people, or the very close relatives of the Zhou people, but the majority people in the states are not Zhou people. So the writer could be the noble Zhou people, or could be the local people or Shang people. But no matter it's Zhou people or Shang people, they are so affected by the local situations, the local weather, the local geographic situation, the local political things, and the local culture, of course. So all this put up a lot of difference from the descent wind, from the Zhou wind as well. Now let's look at this simple poem. 绿兮衣兮，绿衣黄里。绿 green, 衣 the shoes, the clothes. 兮 is the modal particle words. It has no meaning. It's just like the English word wow, aha. So that's the modal words, particle words. So if in the Chinese way, modern Chinese way, it's like 绿啊衣啊西 is quite similar like today's modern Chinese So if I translate into English, you don't need to translate the xi or a. So it means, oh, that. So the meaning is just like, oh, that green silks. 绿衣黄里. So the green silks is with the yellow color inside. 里, the inside. So the clothes, they have the surface. The surface is in the color of green, but the inside of the inside surface of the clothes is of yellow. 心之忧矣，何为其已？心, so I'm so worried about it. So the 之 is also a particle word. It has no meaning. So it means my heart is with a lot of worries. The heart for Chinese is always represent the place of feelings or thinking. 何为其已? So 何, why not? Why not? That feeling doesn't stop. 已 means stop. Now let's review the first paragraph again. Look to that green silk with yellow inside. I'm so worried inside of my heart. Why not my worrying never stops? So that's the first paragraph. The second paragraph is quite similar, almost identical to the first paragraph, but with the second sentence and the fourth sentence. 绿兮衣兮, oh, that green silks. 绿衣黄裳. The green silks, the 衣 actually precisely is not silks. It only refers to the upper part of the silks, cover the upper part. And the 裳 is the lower part of the clothes of the silks, like the skirt, like the trousers. But in the Zhou dynasty, no matter it's women or men, the lower part clothing is quite similar to the today's skirt. So in the second paragraph, it means, oh, that green silk. The upper clothes is green, and the lower clothes is with yellow color. The yellow color is a very noble and lucky color. So we should, from the yellow clothes, we should have the feeling or sense that the people who wear these clothes should be at least noble people. 心之忧矣，何为其亡? So I'm so worried inside of my heart. 何为其亡? Why not that just run away or that just escape? 亡 means escape or run away or lost, get lost. So this sentence means I'm so worried. Why that feeling of worry not get lost or escaped from my heart? So from here, we can see the first paragraph and the second paragraph is almost identical. It expresses a man or woman is looking to a green clothes with the yellow inside, and the lower part, the skirt, is in yellow as well. And that person was so worried about something, and he was so worried. He wanted to make this feeling get lost or get stopped because it's such a huge sadness, a burden he cannot bear it with. Now the third paragraph. 绿兮思兮，如所至兮. The character 女 here, actually it read as 如 is a borrowed character. It means you. 至 means made. So the sentence means, oh, the green color, oh, the silk thread, it's all made by you. So it's still looking at that green suit, but he's looking to some of the details, and he point out what's the worry about, because the clothes was made handmade by you. 我思古人，彼无由兮. So another borrowed word, 古. So in modern Chinese, 古 means ancient, but in the ancient China, 古 is also like 故, the formal person, the passed away person. So 我思古人 means I'm thinking of the passed away. 彼无由兮, 彼 is means make or let. 由 means the fault or guilty. So the sentence actually means I'm thinking about the past ways because of he or she let me make no mistake, let me get away from the fault and guilty things. So let's review the third paragraph as a whole. Oh, the green color, oh, the silk thread is all made by you. I'm thinking about the past away, and it's because of you let me get rid of all the faults and guilty things. So it's very important things point out in the third paragraph. First thing first, the passed away is a female person, because in the Zhou dynasty, only the female do the sewing work, make clothing. So he point out this clothes is made by you. So the passed away is a female person, and most likely most of people today think it's the husband is thinking about the passed away wife. Of course, this husband is a noble person. First thing first, because he wear the colorful clothes that which was only belong to the noble people. And secondly, he point out this green suit is made up by silk, and the silk is only for the noble people. A second thought about the green suit. It could be for the husband, it could be for the wife. Anyhow, it definitely made by the wife. So there's one situation that the husband, still alive, he looked at this suit which belonged to his wife before, and then he think about his beloved wife, and he feels such worry and he feels sadness. And another situation could be the green suit is made for the husband. So in the situation, he saw this green suit. Of course, he still think about his passed away wife, because the suit was handmade by his past wife. And this is a very, very important concept in the Chinese literature. 睹物思人. So you saw the things, the articles, and you thought about the past way associated with that article, with that thing. 睹物思人. And this is a very, very popular topic in the poetry for the passed away. So the poetry for the passed away is a very important part in the classic Chinese poetry. And we had a lot of the very famous poetry belong to that. One is the Bei Wind, 曾经沧海难为水，除却巫山不是云. The other we had is by 苏轼, 十年生死两茫茫. So those two poems is the most popular poems. Almost every Chinese still can recite it. And the poem today we have is the very prototype of this type of poetry, the poetry for the passed away. Now let's look at the fourth paragraph. 吃兮细兮，戚其以风. 吃, a fine clothing made by 革. 细, a very rough draft clothing made of 革. And no matter it's fine or humble clothing made of 革, it's for the noble person, for the normal people, for the poor person. It's not for nobles. So the 吃 clothing, the 细 clothing, by the wind, it make me feel cold. 戚 means make someone feel cold. 以风, so the wind make me cold because I'm wearing the 吃 clothes and 细 clothes. So here, there could be a lot of situations here, but most probably the person was looking at that fine clothing, the green clothing. It should be very, very warm for clothes, fine clothes, but he never put it up. He just looked at it, and the clothing he wear is very humble clothing and cannot keep him warm. And the cold, the feeling cold, is quite a Chinese saying. It's sort of the sadness. So whenever in the Chinese literature you see someone feels cold, it's not physically he feels cold. It means he feels disappointed. He feels the sadness. It's a very negative feelings. So this sentence means a second thought on this sentence is the poet. He has a very fine clothing, but he refused to put it on. He just wear a very humble clothes, and he feels so cold. Why he feels so cold? Because he 睹物思人, he look at that green suit, he think about the person, his most probably his wife, passed away wife. Okay, let's continue. 我思古人，识获吾心，我心. So I'm thinking about the passed away. 识获我心. So she really take my heart. So the heart for Chinese means the feelings, the thoughts, the sadness, and the life, of course. So here actually express the poet feels the most saddest feelings right now because he lost his heart when he saw this green suit, and in the circumstances he wearing a very humble clothes, and he was chill out by the wind. Not chill out, he feels freezing because of the wind. So this poem actually reflected the very true and deep and very sad feelings among every person when he or she happily saw the things, the articles left by the beloved person. What a sadness it is, and how precious and how valuable that article, that thing was, that thing means to him or to her. With such feeling in mind, let's review this poem again and try to feel how the real situation is described by this poem. 绿兮衣兮，绿衣黄里. Oh, that green suit with yellow inside. I'm so worried. I feel such a sadness. Why not my feeling, such sad feeling stops? The first paragraph. Now the second paragraph. Oh, that green suit. It with yellow lower part clothing, green and yellow. I feel such a huge sadness. Why not my feeling, my sadness, get lost from me? The third paragraph. Oh, that green color, that silk thread. It's all made by you very hardly. And I'm thinking of you, my beloved, my passed away. You let me get rid of all the faults and mistakes. You make my life much better. The fourth paragraph. 知兮细兮, I'm wearing this humble clothes made by Ge. I feel so cold. I feel freezing by the wind. But I still keep this green clothes very carefully. I would never wear it again. That's my best, that's my most precious, valuable things I had. I would never wear it. I'm thinking about you, my passed away wife. You really take my heart away. So just think about that, the whole poem as a whole, and think about the situation. You may have this situation already, so you may have a little bit different situation, but the feeling is always quite similar or same. And maybe you have never experienced this situation, but someday when you was in such a situation and you happily think about this poem, it's a relief to your sadness, and it's a relief to the passed away. Okay, that's for today, and bye-bye.